yeah. Welcome back to another great episode of What? Two Cigars and a Blunt. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King.
Tim Dog from BMO Care.
The mad professor, even madder, living in the boot.
Ooh.
Sound like Darth Vader.
I like that motherfucker loud as fuck.
You already on board. I am the creator. That's it.
This can be a hell of a I am furious right now.
Man. Calm down. Calm down. Breathe.
We gotta start the
breathe.
show off. Breathe. Breathe in your nose. Out through your
Please
ears.
start
I like
them
Biggie
off.
over there. Oh, that shit don't work.
You gotta
Fuck
try
that.
it.
But what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, you
Sound
know,
like Dick.
we want to welcome
Baby.
y'all back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're gonna have a great show tonight. We're gonna have an entertaining show tonight. But before we start, you know how we always do. We got to ask the panel, my brothers, how their day went. So, Mad Professor, how was your day?
Please.
In fucking infuriating. That's how it
Hey,
and that's all I'm gonna say about that shit.
I got go ahead, Forrest Gump, and that's all I got to say about that. Tim Dog, how was your day, my brother?
Man, my day was exuberating.
Fuck your
Liberating.
exuberance.
The opposite of what this motherfucker smoking.
what Jamie
Got
Foxx
that
said?
fire.
Hey, smoke one. Take the veil off. Smoke one.
What about you, Pharaoh King?
He said, take the
Hey man, my day was long. So I started off my day with doing the sleep study. Got my CPAP,
Mhm.
fitting and everything. Slept like a champ. They was even impressed that I slept like a champ. Got up, had some energy, but I still took a nap later. You know what I'm saying? Because I got kind of early.
I got you,
Voted today.
Yeah.
Haircut. Went to Starbucks in between the haircut. Was supposed to come see you at the lab, but got sidetracked by going to the hospital and for a referral. But other than that, had a good day.
Yeah, like I told you earlier, you
Hey.
came at if you was coming at 11 o'clock, we on lunch break. No, that you got to come back 11:30. You know,
Boy, he sounded like he done jumped up that sleep study and gave him some energy.
yeah. Hey,
Better
you
get
know,
his
before-
mind.
I'm telling you, man.
Before we go to what is the day? The creator. You ever heard that a comedian told a joke? You ever call a black person when they're on lunch? They don't have time for you. Hey, I'm on lunch, man. Don't call me. Call me back when I'm at work.
Paula, where you at, Paula?
We'll talk to you.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you when we working. But as soon as I'm on lunch, man, hey, don't call me on lunch, dog. I'm on lunch. Yeah, call me
No,
back
bro.
when I'm
No,
actually
it wasn't to come talk to you guys.
I know. I'm
It was
just messing
come up-
with you. I'm
It
just
was
saying.
come up there to learn some things, man. I'm gonna try to apply
got
for that
you.
position, man. Fuck
I
it.
got you.
Where
Of
you working
course.
now?
Of course,
Somewhere.
the creator.
A hospital.
you got going
No, Paula. See, you have to understand.
Oh,
I
Tim.
apologize for that. No,
Mhm.
Boo.
brother.
Ooh.
I don't give a fuck what y'all think. You know what? I'm gonna say the mayor, fuck y'all.
What
Kick
up?
my ass.
What's up, fam?
I'm on
What's up, big
vacation,
guy? What's
so
up, big
I
guy?
ain't seen you. Oh well, I'm
I
sorry.
got you.
Well,
What's up,
that's
man?
awesome. My
Hey.
anger is spreading.
I got you.
Be sorry, Hope. Be quiet.
And what about you? What about you, conspiracy brother? How was your day?
My day was horrible. Not
No.
really. I'm just trying to make the mad professor not be alone in his anger.
I got you,
You want
man.
to know fucking shit.
Look,
Yeah.
you can't even get him to smile on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, look out!
Mad,
Look, look.
He
Tell him
about
why
to
you
break his
mad, son.
computer screen.
That brother look like the mad rapper over there. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad. Shit.
Man, that shit was alright.
You have no idea.
This is my 12th album, man.
Hey, you know what, Mad Professor? I'll drink one for you, player. Fuck it.
I
I'm
got you, I got
gonna
you.
talk about
Yeah.
it on the after show. We're
That's what I'm
gonna
talking
keep this one civil.
And for
All right,
me,
thanks
let's
for
see
two
what
cigars and a
is.
blunt.
We
yeah,
about to
and-
lose
and-
all stability as soon as he saw the first video.
I got you. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, my day went well. You know, I'm trying to step out my circle. Usually on my channel, I just do videos, but I signed up for this thing called Podcast Guest. And you know, I sent the guy what I wanted to do, and he sent me back. So hopefully I'll be having somebody on my other channel to come through for me, trying to spread my wings and fly a little bit. Trying to have a
Fly,
little bit
baby,
more
fly.
conversation. Yeah. So I'll keep y'all
All right,
informed.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
You
Ain't
fucking
no
crazy,
triple-
man.
You
Sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be
What the
medicated.
hell wrong with you?
Yeah, thank
You
you.
gotta add that.
Oh, he worked
Hey,
on his
no.
buttons.
Yeah. Then you gonna get the
Negro, please.
God damn. Starting off already early, but ladies and gentlemen, we got some good topics for y'all tonight because I'm just gonna ask a question first. Let me make sure I get the right question because then we're gonna go into the video. So, Matt Professor, I know you say that hopefully it doesn't get you in trouble, but I heard everybody's going after the black vote, both Democrats and Republicans, and now they're getting the church involved. So, my question to you and to the panel is this: what role do the black church plays in politics, Matt Professor?
Too much of one. Just preach the word. I'm not there to hear your politics. I don't give a goddamn about your politics. Shut up and preach. Tell me what God wants me to know. Don't tell me what you want. Don't tell me what you want me to know, because I don't care what you want me to know.
I got you, Tim Dog.
I mean, whatever happened to separation of church and state, and one person's opinion. I mean, that's the problem I have with America right now. With people putting their religious beliefs on other people, but yet the Constitution allow us to believe in whatever we choose to believe in. I mean, isn't that kind of like a paradox, oxymoron? I mean,
Hey, man.
you can't. I mean, I'm just
The
saying.
writers of the Constitution wasn't even Christian. Let's get that out there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they were Quakers or some shit in it. Quakers, I believe.
No, they were
were they?
Masons too.
Yeah, it was Mason, but it was like Quakers or something like that.
Well, they were Christians, but they knew better than to put Christianity into the Constitution.
Yeah. And they even said that because one of the drafts for the Constitution had something in there about.
Right.
Remember, this isn't the fight. They wrote the Constitution several times before it got finalized.
Right.
Absolutely.
I got you. Your thoughts on that, Pharaoh?
I would say that it plays a lot because you have what's his name, Donnie Swaggart, talking about he's speaking to the black church when your daddy was the one that had a prostitution, or your granddaddy, whoever the hell he was.
That was his dad.
It was
two
dad,
of them.
Yeah.
He got caught twice.
Yeah, that's what I said. First and second one. So you the last motherfucker that had to talk to the black church and try to school somebody on who they should be voting for.
Yeah, so, I got you. And spiritual, the creator, goddamn it. Your thoughts on the black church. I got to keep up your names, man. You got so many damn names. You confusing me right now. God damn.
I'm gonna keep it for the
next that ain't hard to do.
Right.
So your thoughts on the black church and the politics.
Once pastors started going into politics, that's they looking for votes now. Shit, they ain't worried about preaching the word. They in there looking for votes. Like, what's the guy that ran in Georgia a few years ago? The
Warnock.
Yeah, Warnock.
And he's a preacher. So he out there preaching for votes more than trying to give people a message. So once they started doing that shit all became the same thing.
Well, honestly, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. On street. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me just get my little point out. Then I'll come back to you on that, Professor.
What the blasphemy is going on here?
My
that
thing
what we
is,
trying to figure out, Nick?
My thing is, the black church used to be basically the backbone, because if you couldn't get any type of respect, at least you got it in the black church. So you got your news, you got your politics, you got your civil rights. The civil rights basically started where at? In the goddamn church. If you look at it,
political.
Yeah, it could be political, but you didn't have no rights. If you had got your rights, you want to have to go to the church to get what you need. So,
but you also think that it was black people who all had the same agenda.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Rights.
But that's what I'm saying.
They use in the church.
You saying exactly what I'm saying. During that time, you just couldn't go do what you need to do. You couldn't vote. You couldn't sit at the counter. You couldn't go to certain stores. You had to sit at the back of the bus. So all your rights that you're supposed to be already have, they were taken away from you. So the black church was the place that you could meet. Y'all could hash out how y'all gonna plan for us to get those type of rights. Man, Professor, go ahead.
Now, what I was gonna say, what I was gonna say was there's a slight difference between trying to get rights, civil rights, and being completely political. And once a church becomes political, I've always been of the mind that they should start paying taxes, because I know I've said this before, is America is the only country on the planet where the church doesn't pay taxes at all. Every other country, the church pays taxes, and the church has been around a lot longer here in the world than it has been in America. So the second, to me, the church becomes political, and I don't even care if it's politics the way I want it. They should start paying taxes on it. And I bet that political shit shuts up real quick.
Yeah, dang, I would have dropped a bomb because
see,
you already told me my bomb was weak. So in the bomb.
Yeah, but you also know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pharaoh.
I was gonna say not only the church, but you got Islam faith too. The Islamic faith also does it.
Right.
So I mean, you going, you're doing with two couple religions at this point.
Go ahead, Tim Dawg.
Yeah, but like with the church, the reason why the founding fathers didn't want the churches to pay taxes is because, remember, the church was collecting the taxes, so at least the Pope was. And they was like, well, why are we paying taxes for religion when we're gonna be freedom of religion? Whereas, back then, even though the churches were paying taxes, but it was going right back to them. So to get rid of hypocrisy, that's when the father thought, hey, you know what? Leave the church out of the government. And they don't have to pay tax, they'd be exempt. And in a way, I understand what you're saying there, man, Professor. They should, but it'll go back to being worse than what it is now. Oh, I pay my taxes, so I have the right to say.
Well, then,
what
in
needs
that,
to be going on.
using that model, I'm fine with that. Like I said, you're going to go ahead and pay taxes on you're going to go ahead and pay taxes to the government on what you're raking in, which is basically, I won't say 100% profit, but once you take out operational costs, it's all profit. So if you're going to talk about your politics and you want to say, I want this candidate elected because I believe in this as an official of the church, that's where taxes should come in. Because after that, once you cross that line, it's about freedom of speech, but telling people how to vote, because the problem I have with that is 90% of people in the church are going to vote the way pastors telling them, whether or not it fits them at all, whether or not they're going to do well with that vote at all.
Absolutely.
The way pastor tells them they vote to vote is the way they're going to go.
Just like a cult. It's a cult following.
And just back in the norms, we were talking about, the purpose of the pastor. He was the senator. He was the governor. He was the one that the people would say, hey, can you take care of this for us? Because they figure him as the elder. They figure him as the one who best fit, who knows what's good for them.
Well, that goes with Congress. If you want to talk about that, it goes with Congress.
Right.
They live amongst us. They used to live amongst us, and now they don't.
Right.
Everybody's career, whatever now. So nobody actually is living in the community. That's why we're having the problems we have today.
Right. And people get in there, they get a taste of the power that they have and the influence. They get avaricious, and that's it right there.
Yeah, you got
forget about the reason why people elect them. But the separation of church, that's even a bigger reason why we shouldn't. It shouldn't be that way, because the pastor, he has the biggest influence. He can tell those people, hey, this person is good for you. And like Farrell said, they're a cult. They would listen. Most people would. Jim Jones, come on now.
I got you.
At the same time, they need to. I'm not saying churches need to be regulated. They have their money tax free. But no, hold on, wait a minute. Let me finish. Now, the pastor who benefits, or the church that benefits from that, everything else that comes out that's not logistical, that right there, if it's not for the church, for the people, for the homes, yes, that should be taxed. But once again, it goes about integrity.
But what about the people that choose to make a choice, like, don't mix politics with the word, or I'm going to leave your church?
Yeah.
They leave that church, because then you automatically know what they're about. And then it goes back to the individual, how they feel about it, their belief.
Me get the creator in there, then Matt Professor, I want you to bring it on home for me. Creator, your thoughts?
I think they need to be taxed, because that's what keeps the government in control of them, is that they don't pay taxes. So the government kind of got control over that by saying, "Oh, if y'all don't do what we say, we're gonna make y'all pay taxes." So the government can control them essentially, because if y'all don't fall in line, we start taxing y'all asses, and all this shit y'all got that y'all ain't paying no taxes on, we're gonna come back and get y'all, because that's what the government do.
It'll keep people from buying airplanes, and nobody else can ride on them but the pastor.
Yeah. You know,
That
I wish
shit like that should be taxed.
yeah, I wish I had the
Thank
video.
you. Isn't that what
I
I
wish
just said?
I
Get
wish I
rid of
had the
those
video.
loopholes and run with extra money. Yeah.
Before I come to you, Mad Professor, for you to close it out, I wish I had the video of what's his name? Jennings. He talks about that. He
Geno
talks about
Jennings.
he talks about the pastors asking for money to buy jets and stuff like that. He was like, that shouldn't be allowed, you know, because the people that you asking for the money from, they're struggling. They're struggling to live your life. And like he said, the guys asked him, how do you get your money? He said, I work.
And
But
see,
basically,
I'm sorry.
no, but I'm about to say, Mad Professor, you know, that's just my little spill, but I want you to bring this, what we just talked about.
And that
you
and
know.
that and what Pharaoh and the creator, what all you guys just said is it all ties in. And that's my biggest issue is when the church is starting to be run like a Fortune 500 business. That's where the issue comes in, because the church can go ahead and own property. I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead and own an apartment building, but that apartment building should be for your members who can't afford to live nowhere else.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't have an apartment and have a complex to bring in profit for the church, and you're not helping the people that you're doing it for, and the people that's living there. You're basically a damn slumlord. You have the word Lord in there. There you go. You're happy with that. But the point of the fact is you're not taking care of the shit the way you're supposed to be doing it. And the fact that some of these pastors are richer than anybody that's sitting in the damn pews. They buy property, they buy cars, and they say that is owned by the church, so the taxes are paid on it. That kind of loophole shit needs to be closed. I'm sorry.
I got you. But thank you for bringing that home, Mad Professor. Oh, let me get this comment in before we go to. Oh, goddamn! Look at Shatta. Look at Shatta. Yeah. Facts. Don't be trying to get on the good side of the Mad Professor. Y'all two enemies. I need y'all two to keep beefing. I don't need y'all to agree on shit. I need y'all two to keep beefing.
It's hard. It's hard to beef. It's hard to beef on something that's getting thrown in our face.
That's right.
And, you know, something that's getting thrown in our face has been the first thing we could do was as slaves, because slavery was the first sin, you know, for us in America. So, you know, maybe we should look at that, you know, with everything all wide up. What's it? Eyes wide open. They need to look at that.
Eyes wide open. And matter of fact, I'm glad you spoke, because you brought it up. I guess you're looking at my notes again, because the person that you're talking about, Swaggart, Donnie Swaggart, he had this to say. Now the video is long. I want everybody to get exactly what he was saying. So then we'll come back.
Now I'm fixing to make some people mad right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be, for the statement I'm about to make, I'm going to be called a racist. And I will be called every name under the sun. But somebody needs to stand up and speak to the black church. When the largest African American Pentecostal denomination, when that leader stands up and said, I endorse that woman, he was saying, I endorse murder. I endorse homosexuality. I endorse lesbianism. I endorse transgenderism. I endorse every evil that hell could prosper or bring up to the right. That's wrong, folks. And the black church votes predominantly for the party that is anti-God. What's going on here? What's going on? See, my statement to them is this. We've had them call into the program. I don't like it when you talk about all this. Well, no, the problem is they don't like it because we're stepping on their toes. Hello? But I guarantee you, if 1860 was today, they wouldn't say a word about preachers preaching against slavery. They would trumpet it, and they should. So then, why will not the African American church stand up for righteousness and stand up for the Word of God? Come on, church. Come You can call me a racist. You can call me every name under the sun, but I am right. I come against you in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. You don't vote for somebody just because mama voted them or daddy voted for them, but you vote according to the word of God. Come out from among them and be ye separate, says the Lord of hosts. If you are a Christian, start acting like a Christian. If you claim to be holy and righteous, start acting holy and start acting righteous.
The fucker here.
Hey man,
Pharaoh.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
man.
give Pharaoh the first
First
chance.
of all,
Thank you.
1860,
Well,
1860, we wasn't allowed to walk in no fucking churches to vote for any goddamn body. So what the fuck is he talking about? You see what I'm saying? Like, and then for you to talk about being a Christian, man, look, there's so much. This is a
So
loaded.
much hypocrisy. Yeah.
This is
Mhm.
loaded. This is loaded. It has so much going on in this.
Mhm.
Me get the creator. Creator, your thoughts on what the man just said.
He's a buffoon. But and this is the problem with mixing church and state, is that you got guys up there spewing foolishness like that really has no clue, because they got people that have voted what their parents have voted, regardless of the race. White
Yeah,
people, done it,
forever.
black people,
Forever.
That's all they ever
yeah,
do.
everybody does it. So
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me, he said he gonna be called a racist, and he's okay with that. So you know,
Before you go on, before you go on,
off his hood.
before you go on, creator, this is what I'm going to say. If you say I'm about to say something racist and I'm going to be labeled a racist, you racist.
Shit.
If you ever
If
start
you
your
say you
sentence
got
out
black
like that,
friends, you racist.
yeah. If you start your
He
sentence out
pulled
like
off his
that,
hood.
yeah, he pulled up and said, "Go ahead, creator. I mean to interrupt you, my brother. Go ahead."
That was really all I had to say. He's just a buffoon, and he could, what he's saying. Every person has voted what their previous ancestors have voted, because that's just how things go until people make their own decisions. And I
Yeah.
can kind of understand what he's saying, where you make your own decisions, but the way he went about it, he's just a dipshit of an asshole.
I got you.
And I agree. I would say that if you're a black member of his church, you should have walked the hell out. Like expeditiously. Isn't that a word? Expeditiously.
Yeah.
You should have walked
Yeah.
the fuck out.
A little less spit, but yeah.
Like I said before, the KKK considered themselves Christians. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So my question,
the KKK did all the murdering and pillaging and raping of women and everything like that.
Yeah, and they call this.
And the Bible has that in it.
Yeah, and this is the question, Tim Dog, because I know the math professor going to bring it home. That's I'm saving for last. I know you got some shit you got to say. That's why I want you to prime. I want you to prime that pump.
Yeah, it's already primed.
You already angry for earlier today?
Let me wet my whistle before I begin.
Yeah. But my question to everybody here, though, is this: do pastors have the right to speak about their political ideology to their congregation? And we already discussed that earlier. You already brought it home. But Tim Dog, your thoughts on what the man said to the black church?
Hey, this is the reason why you shouldn't. I mean, because you're going to bring church and your personal interpretation of the Bible to fit your narrative of what a person is. In other words, you out there, what's the word I'm looking for? You just an ass. If you think that what you saying it matters, you make yourself look like an ass. You make your congregation look like an ass, and you just an ass, a racist ass, but an ass. I'm just saying, look at yourself in the mirror and repeat that same shit and see what you say.
I got a question for that question. Would he have said that if they had black pastors sitting in front of him?
No. Come on, man.
You see what I'm saying?
He probably would have, because they would have clapped, they would have applauded his dumb ass. And that's the problem with some of this bullshit that goes on in the fucking church. People sit there and applaud the shit because, pastor know what he talking about, because he telling me how to vote. Now, this son of a bitch here, and I'm gonna call him a son of a bitch, a racist, stupid son of a bitch, because he's cool with it. So fuck him. This motherfucker gonna say the black church, motherfucker, get your fucking church straight, okay? That's what the fuck you need to do. Because what's funny to me is they always questioning the Christianity of black folks and the way we vote, but they don't want to question the fucking leader of their goddamn party who said the most unchristian like shit in the fucking history of this goddamn country that had people fucking vote for him. So this motherfucker Swagger kiss my ass just like his fucking daddy could kiss my ass. He can go to fucking hell with his daddy.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah. And you know, and this is the thing right here, though. You know, I could have a different opinion with you, but you could at least say that, hey, you know, you could say about a name.
You know I was going to mention that too.
Yeah, you could say about a name. Yeah, this woman. Like she's a Jezebel or something. I'm just saying, and then
well, you know, they believe she is.
Dirt on the bottom.
That is true. That is true. But the person at the top of your ticket, you know, adultery. What else he did? Stealing,
everything,
stealing,
everything.
Every sin you can name, he's done it.
Exactly.
He's gluttonous,
including lusting after his own fucking daughter. And lusting after 16 and 13-year-old girls who was in one of his fucking pageants when he brags about walking around the dressing room while they're naked.
Oh, shit. Talk about his daughter. Oh, if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I would date her.
Exactly.
But my thing is, he
said that.
But my thing is, when you bring your ideology, and even, you know, this the first time me and the creator actually agreed on something. That's why I say, when did it become that way? When did the political side become part of the actual the church? You know what I'm saying? Because like you said earlier, Matt Professor, I'm going to hear the word of God. You know what I'm saying? I want you to give me the word of God so I can go home and study for myself and find what you were talking about. Now you bringing in your political belief, basically telling me I can't be a Christian if I vote Democratic.
Right.
That's what you're telling me. So God gonna judge me if I die today and I go to heaven. You know, I might get in on the curve. I'm gonna get in on the curve. But God gonna raise me
because you voted for her.
Yeah. But that's gonna be my determinant for getting into heaven. If I'm a so-called Christian, if I voted for Kamala Harris, come on, man. Go ahead, conspiracy brother. No, I can't keep up no goddamn name. I can remember conspiracy brother.
I was say, now, let me put the Bible up. Go. When he put the Bible up is when he started that nonsense. When he started selling his $65 Bibles, that's when it started.
It started his first term when he was running for his first term, when he went to a Bible conference and these men asked him what's his favorite part of the Bible. He said they're all great. What's your favorite passage? That's personal. I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is when he actually had the Bible stand in front of that church in DC.
Well, that ain't the one he was selling.
Upside down.
That's not upside down.
That he said was a Bible, not his Bible, even though he says to have at least the Bible in every room.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say that's when it like materialized.
But that was the photo op. That's when they was actually protesting. They got the protesters up. George Floyd, and he actually went over there with the Bible upside down. But let me get conspiracy brother back in there. Get back in there, conspiracy brother.
Okay.
Yeah, man. All right, man. You know how I feel about all this shit, but like to me, church and state has always been mixed since they started this country. They just say that it's not to keep us from I don't even know, but to me they've always been one and one. You know, because hell, fucking the politicians had slaves and they was teaching them religion and shit. So to me it's all one and one. It's not even, there's no distinct difference. They put it in words, but the actions are completely different from what the words they've written and said are. So, you know, the shit's always been there. It's just a way to keep control. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm always
right about that. Right about that.
I'm gonna say this. Then I'm gonna Tim Dog. I'm gonna Math Professor. I'm gonna Tim Dog. I'm gonna Math Professor to come in for me, please. I was watching. I think it was something. I was watching like the History Channel, and they had an episode. They was talking about the Bible. They were talking about slavery and Christianity during that time frame, and they actually have a version of the slave Bible.
Right.
And they were saying the slave Bible is not the Bible that the master had. The slave Bible basically was a Bible that took out all the stuff that eye for an eye. You understand what I'm
And
saying?
freeing and the Israelites becoming free.
Free. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about. They left in the stuff about obey your master.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Of course.
And they, and stuff like that. So when our forefathers and mothers was taught Christianity, they were taught the part about to obey. And that's one thing. I know I may sound crazy. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong.
You're not.
Black people are the most forgiving people. We got to forgive for everything. You understand what I'm saying? You know, your ancestor was abused during the civil rights, or forgive those people because, or better yet, your ancestors was, or you got to forgive them.
Because
But
that's what they
nobody
was
else.
taught in their Bible.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But nobody else is told to forgive. Tim Dog, your thoughts?
It's all part of the game to suppress and to keep us grounded so that we won't be looking for salvation. You know, the word of God saying, that they know what they were doing. We all know what they were doing. And it's just sad that we have people who want to downplay that history just because it's something that they're embarrassed about. I mean, like the creator said, they say it on paper, it's written on paper, but actions show something different. And this is no different than them taking Native American kids and forcing them into those camps to teach them about Christianity that Joe Biden is going to Arizona to apologize about. Things like that get swept under the rug. And it's just sad that we have someone who's trying to get in. Who, if he was president, then it would be public knowledge and acceptable. And it's sad.
Yeah, and you know what else it does? It brings us back to what we talked about last week. Remember, we talked about Mad Professor. If I get you in here, when we talked about he wants to do with public education. See,
Right.
that part of history will be taken out. Now we're going to teach you the part that we want you to actually know about, especially the part that you should obey about. This is the part that you should.
They already been doing it.
Yeah,
That's
I got you.
Florida's already started.
Teaching
I
what they
agree with you.
want y'all to know.
Yeah, that's right.
Not teaching what you need to know, but what they want to know to keep you controlled.
I got you. I got you.
And
Matt
like
Professor,
I
bring
said,
it home.
what religion was practiced before Christianity in this country?
Paganism.
Yeah.
See,
Well,
my issue.
There you go.
My
That's not a
issue with the
religion.
whole
That's
thing,
just
and I'm
It
gonna
is.
expound on something you just said, man on the street, and I'm gonna put it this way:
my brother.
Black people are the only people in the world whose pain we have to live with our pain while telling them it was okay to give it to us, and we have to be okay with them not giving us anything for that pain. So we're still stuck where we are, and I when I say stuck, I mean socially, not economically, because economically we are far better than our ancestors were.
Yes,
but we're the only
mindset.
ones who were told that our pain doesn't fucking matter to the greater good.
that's correct.
Like the Japanese have been given reparations for being bombed out when they started a war with us. The Japanese Americans that were here were given money for being in internment camps.
That's right.
The Native Americans have been given everything. Black people are the only people in this country who have to say who we were told our pain doesn't matter because it was for the greater fucking good.
God damn, boy. I wish
And
I
you
could drop
notice,
a bomb.
you notice what you say there. Everybody has a culture that they can relate to, and we don't.
Right.
I got you.
Because they destroyed all that with the history, but
right.
like I said,
Even
y'all know
listen,
how I feel about
But
this
even
country.
Mansa
POWs
was taken for his generosity.
But like you just said though, you brought it on home though. I'm not calling you conspiracy brother. You
just
change your
man,
name
call
back
me whatever you
conspiracy
want.
brother.
I know who I am.
I know you are. But what I'm saying, I guess what I'm saying is it goes back to knowing who you are. And for what he said, basically, if you vote a certain way, you're not a Christian. Who are you to tell me how my God looks at me?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because far as I know, and like I said, I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I know that when I be judged, I'm not judged because of my wife. I'm not judged because of my kids. I'm judged because of my actions.
Right.
No, man. Looking at it wrong.
No, I'm looking.
You have your own relationship with whoever you want to be your higher power,
and that's what I'm saying.
No matter how you judge.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm.
Forget that judgment.
No,
I have my own relationship, and who are you to say what my relationship is going to be and how it's going to be determined? That's it.
But that's what I'm saying, though. What I'm correlating what he's saying is that if you vote a certain way, you're not a Christian, and that's what I'm saying. You say it the right way. I have my own
Christianity.
I have my own relationship with. I have my own relationship with God, and that's what I'm saying. That's when I say my kids,
and it's my God.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be judged how I treated my kids, or I treat. They say treat your neighbor or treat your family well, but God is gonna judge me on my action. But fellas, man, he said that, man. He opened a whole goddamn can of ass. I had a couple of them, but I'm gonna show one. I'm gonna show one. Pastor Freddie Haynes. He had a reply to what Mr. Donnie Daddy. No, Mr. Donnie Daddy with the prostitute get caught. And did you ever remember? See, I'm old. I remember Jimmy Swaggart. God forgive
being on TV.
Me.
Yeah,
that's right.
Forgive me for
I have seen. Yes.
Yeah. I remember that crap.
I remember too.
On the 3 channels that we had, 2 that worked, and the one you had to find the signal. Yeah, I remember.
I know. Conspiracy brothers talk about what the hell y'all talking about? Because he's the youngest one of this goddamn group.
He know what the hell we talking about.
Okay, you was there for that one. Okay, but Pastor Freddie
flyers.
Okay, Pastor Freddie Haynes, he had a reply to Mr. Donnie Swaggart.
White churches set the stage for Jim and Jane Crow segregation, and y'all, they have children who are still doing the dirty deed of toxic theology. I saw yesterday that one Donnie Swaggart, who is the son of Jimmy Swaggart, had the nerve from his perch of privilege and prejudice to stand up on a Sunday and call out the black church. Wait, what? He called out the black church. He said, when you support her, didn't even call Kamala Harris by name, but said when you support her, you are supporting sin and evil and supporting all kinds of stuff. Y'all, I'm tripping as this white boy is calling out the black church. Now, let me park here parenthetically and hope that old Donnie tunes in. Donnie, come here for just a second, because first of all, the fact that there is a black church is a judgment on white Christianity, because there would be no black church had the white church not been more white than they are a church. Oh, I'm on one tonight. I'm letting y'all know that right now. And Donnie, my sisters and brothers, had the nerve to call out the black church because in his mindset, we're supporting Kamala Harris while the white church is supporting Agent Orange, because somehow Agent Orange is the candidate of their God. I get that, because their God ain't my God. My God is the God who showed up in Exodus on the side of the oppressed. My God is the God of divine justice. My God is the God that so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. You see, God loves the world. I guess who's in that world? Palestinians are in that world. Congolese are in that world. Haitians are in that world. Gay folk are in that world. The LGBTQIA community is in that world. God so loved the world. And if you don't love the world like God loves the world, to hell with you, Donnie.
The hell with you, Donnie. Mad Professor, your thoughts?
He said it all. I mean, he basically said exactly what I said. I don't need to say nothing else.
Okay, then get it in, Tim Dog.
Oh, he forgot one. Donnie, you're a racist. That's the part he forgot.
I gotta get my bomb button back to work, man. Cause y'all dropping goddamn bomb tonight, man. God damn it. I mean, man, Professor. Professor,
you so discombobulated. I'm sorry, man. I should have gone longer. I'm sorry.
Usually you say some shit, but goddamn it, I'm gonna say Pharaoh. Your thoughts, man.
Oh man, absolute hypocrite. That's all Donnie is. He's an absolute hypocrite to everything that Christianity is supposed to represent.
Yeah. And let's get in there on conspiracy, brother.
I'm about to swerve this bitch a little to the left, then back to the right, and off
Go
the
ahead.
road.
Go ahead.
I'm tired of preachers preaching like that. That shit's old. That shit's played out. That shit's annoying to me. So
Yeah, his cadence was
another
a bit
thing,
much. Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
A bit.
but they teach them that. That's a taught thing for them to preach like that. It's not. That's why all of them do the
It's
same
not
thing.
normal.
And another thing, now y'all was talking about him not saying Kamala Harris's name, but he's not saying Donald Trump's name. So it can't be one way. You get mad one way, and then not.
No, he
be
did
upset
that
the
on
other way. It
purpose,
got,
though. You know,
but
Yeah,
I'm saying
it's
it's
like tit
still.
for tat.
I
That's all that was.
but
For
see,
me personally.
can I say this before you say what you say? Can I say this though? That what goes back to, like you say, yeah, he said he didn't say Kamala Harris' name, and he called my man Agent Orange. But why should we always the one that has to do right? We
Play by
always
the
gotta
rules.
we got to play by the rules. So we have to say, I'm being honest. I'm being honest because just like you just say, why couldn't he say Donald Trump's name? Why should we always have to be the one to forgive? Why should we always be the one to put things right? I heard something the other day, and I'm gonna come back to you on Conspiracy Brothers. This, they was talking about on Donald Trump, and they were talking about on Kamala Harris, and they would say there's a difference in how the news covers those two. Donald Trump is giving leeway. Well, that's just Donald Trump being Donald Trump. Kamala Harris, she got to stay on point. She can't say nothing off the cuff. See,
right.
It's a different standard. And that's what I'm saying when you say we can't have it both ways. Yes, we can have it both ways.
Hey, man,
because we want to play the same
game
game that they're playing. So go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, Conspiracy Brother. My bad. I just had to get off my chest.
Fuck that.
I'm just that's all I'm saying is that it's the same thing on both sides to me.
I got you.
Because I'm for neither side. I'm done with politics. I'm done with all this shit like that. Because to me, it's all a bunch of it's exactly what it is. It's just the same back and forth. So to me, for me, it's old. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Conspiracy Brother, I totally agree with you. And that's what I said. I'm agreeing with you. Boy, God damn it, but I'm gonna be drinking a lot tonight because this is the first time in a long time me and you agree on a lot of shit. I agree with you. It should be that way. But when the table is set and it's skewed to a certain way, and the people that are being oppressed, the people that are always being put down, they are the ones that has to forgive. They are the one that has to toe the line. But the other side, oh man, they could habitual line steppers, and they never get called on it.
I'm gonna say a couple things.
They control everything. That's why they don't get called on it. They control it. So when you're in control, you don't have to be called.
My issue is, I don't like that he didn't call Agent Orange by his name, but the fact that he said something that he was talking about rather than what Donnie dumbass did and say her, it is a negative connotation. And that's why he used that pronoun, her and woman. And that woman, in fact, is what he said, which is just fucking pathetic. And Creator, me and you butt heads on this shit all the time. You may be done with politics, but guess what? Politics ain't done with your ass, just like race isn't done with you. Now, I understand where you moving. I do. I understand it. I love it for you. But all the shit you trying to get off your back is on your back because of somebody else. And until you can control that point, you need to answer.
Me personally, I've never in my face experienced. I've experienced more sexism than racism in my lifetime.
Hold on.
Yeah,
man. Sexism. How are you using the name sexism?
Man, you ain't that good looking to have no sexism. Get the hell out of here with that word, man.
Sexism.
That ain't where he was going with that, man.
I know.
What I'm saying in my experience,
I know, my brother.
Yes, I have. That's why I explained the story to y'all before. Why I quit one of the jobs that I had because I didn't want to put out, and I couldn't get promoted, so I went and took another job. I've never had anything. Like I said, I've experienced more sexism than racism. So to me, like I said,
I've never experienced racism.
That's why I have
your face is stolen.
It's there, but if in my experience, I haven't experienced it.
I got you, my brother.
I've never been called a nigga by a white person. I've never been chased.
I have.
By
I was called a nigga by a homeless white person. So his shit really didn't fucking matter because I was going to a roof. So fuck him anyway.
I would have kicked his ass.
I told y'all.
At least I got a house.
Hey, I told y'all the story before we get to Tim Dog. I told y'all the story when the white man called me a nigga. It's two instances. I got to bring this up. If I come to you, Tim Dog. We had a goddamn meeting. We had a damn meeting, and we was talking about racism. They had everybody at the damn job, and one guy he was talking about. He's from Hawaii, and he say that he didn't know racism. He don't know what racism is. He say that everybody in Hawaii basically get along, and I told him, I said, because everybody is Hawaiian. They don't hate you because you they hate you because they hate you.
That's a lie. He lied to y'all from the rip. So let's go ahead with that.
I'm just finishing my thought. Then you can correct me. I'm just telling what he said.
No,
he
not
said
correcting you. I'm talking about what he told y'all was fucking.
No, I'm just saying he basically what he's saying, because everybody's from Hawaii. He say that they hate Americans, and that's for every country. They don't hate because they hate because you're Americans. And I told him in that, and I told him in that meeting, and afterwards I told him, about my certain situation. But I looked him dead in the damn face. I said, if any of you white motherfuckers call me nigga, I'm slapping the shit out you. Fuck this job. Everybody looked at me like they was shocked. I say and I say that I make sure that I clear my throat. Let
the hard
DJ,
R.
With DJ Cool, let me clear my throat.
If
any of you white motherfuckers call me the nigger, I'm slapping this shit at you. And I ended my quote with that. Go ahead, Farrell.
No, I was gonna say, being there and being around the culture of Hawaii, they don't like white people,
right?
They don't like white people. And
after what the Dole family did to Hawaii, no one should.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you now, they support Trump over there too.
I got you.
Whatever he told you was a pure, unadulterated lie.
But that was years ago. It
don't matter.
Down. I'm still an angry black. I'm still an angry black man at work, so it's all good. Tim Dog, your thoughts, man.
What's the question?
The brother, what the brother said.
Welcome to my world.
Wow. Well, I'll say this while she tries to remember.
Get in the bad professor. Get in the bad.
I was just gonna latch on to something Farrah was talking about when you was talking about the Hawaiian, just like the remember, I don't know how many of y'all saw the Godzilla movie that came out around this time last year, Godzilla -1. And the stupidest takes I heard on that movie was this movie is anti-woke because they don't have to have no black people in it or no gay people. I'm like, it's Japan after the fucking war. There were no black people in Japan after the fucking war, dumbasses. And that's the problem, is people want to be so cultish and so tribalist that they miss the whole fucking picture just to get one stupid little point out.
I got you.
And that's what these churches are doing to me.
Yeah, Tim Dog, you remember your thoughts?
You
remember? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember. Tribal thinking. It's
Take your time.
Take your time.
Breathe it out. Cracking himself up. He ain't even said shit.
You laughing. Are you smoking?
You know what's funny? You know why? Because I said the word tribalism and it got stuck in his head, because that's not what he was gonna say.
Hey, I was wondering where he was going with it.
Yeah, me too. Go ahead. Drop some knowledge on us.
All knowledge, all seriousness. I mean, most people who have to remind other people of something that's not true, they have a purpose. They know what they're doing. So 45 sitting under repeating the same lies and shit. Pastors in the church, trying to peddle their personal belief and mix it with a religious belief. I mean, we as a people, as a group, we see a lot of this going on, but instead of us doing something about it, a lot of us say, what, fuck that. I don't care about that because how's it going to benefit me?
Yeah, that's true.
It all starts with one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask the panel this, and so and it's not just a black church. It's every church, and Matt Professor, he brought it up earlier. Are you sick and tired of going to these type of churches. I'm not knocking these type of churches because most churches, they're not really preaching. If you watch television, they're teaching what's prosperity. They're not really teaching them. They take the word
churches, man,
and then they flip it a little bit. They flip it a little bit and they're talking about prosperity. I said this before. I used to go to a church here with me and my wife. We went to this church, and when the pastor started talking about, I think I might have said this before when we talked about the church before. When the pastor started talking about he had an elevator in his house, I'm saying to myself, wait a minute now. And I'm not hating. But my thing was, why would that come into the conversation? I don't care if you got an elevator in your house. And just like you say, Matt Professor, I want to hear the word. If that's the case, I can stay my black ass at home and read my own Bible and come up with my own conclusion of what God is trying to tell me what I need to do.
Well, he don't need my 10%.
That's right. And for me, when you go to church, and this is just my take. I'm not talking about nobody else on the panel. This is from the man on the street. Better yet, I'm gonna say my name, Charles Jenkins. This is coming from Charles Jenkins. When I go to church, I want you to reaffirm what I read in the Bible, so I could get a better understanding. I don't want to hear about you got an elevator in your house. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear your political views. I really don't. I don't want to hear what you got to say. I want to hear you to teach me the word of God to reaffirm that I'm living my life right.
Right.
So that's just my take. If I'm wrong, brothers, y'all tell me I'm wrong. Mad Professor.
Oh no, you're 100%. Because and I'll say this: the church that my wife and I go to, I appreciate the bishop for not bringing politics, because this cycle I've not heard him talk about politics one time. And I could be wrong. I haven't heard every word he said, but I haven't heard him speak about politics one time. So I appreciate that. And you're absolutely right. I don't want to hear about your wealth. I don't want to hear about your politics when I go to church. And because those two things right there will turn me off from a church quicker than anything else.
Yeah. Get into Tim Dog.
Quicker than, hey, pass the plate around. It just came around 5 minutes ago.
Right.
Dang.
Right.
Yeah, I got you. What you got to say about that, Pharaoh?
I'm kind of going back to what Shannon Sharp told Skip before he left the show. In the Bible says, turn the other cheek. He said, but I ain't in there. So he said, I'll knock somebody out. Yeah, and I think that's what we should be doing with these pastors who are not fulfilling our need, as like you said before, of just wanting to hear the word.
I got you, my brother. Bring it on home, conspiracy brother. Bring it on home, conspiracy brother. Here comes the conspiracy. What you got to say? I'm waiting for this.
Oh, like I said, I'm no longer a believer in the church, the Bible, none of that, because it's all made to control. Period.
And I'm gonna say, I would say this. But you do believe in a higher power, though.
I believe that I am my own God. Period.
Okay,
I don't believe in a
not
God outside of myself.
I'm not mad at you, brother.
I am my own God.
That's right. Hey, I'm not mad at you. To each his own. To each his own. And this is what America is about. To each his own. And I got one more before we move on, though.
Take your time.
I know.
Take your time.
No, because I'm not trying to be funny, though. I'm not trying to be funny.
But
where did A come at in the LGBTQIA? Motherfucker, where did it started at the LGBTQ? They done added the I and the A. Somebody explain the I and the A to me, because I don't know.
Hey, first of all, man on the street, if anybody here can explain that, we got a problem. So let's keep it moving.
That means in the ass.
All right. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? That's your fault for answering that stupid ass question.
We about to get fucking kicked off.
Yeah, we gonna get kicked off bad.
I'm gonna get kicked off.
Yeah.
Well, all of them could take it in the ass. So essentially,
let's move along. My bad.
But all the letters do. But all the letters are they mean gay.
I got you.
Gay,
I'm just trying to. I need to find out.
So
I got to find
out.
Hold on,
I got a quick question.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
And lesbian. What's the difference?
We're moving along.
Being a lesbian is gay. Being gay is gay.
Yeah, Abby, I'm trying to figure it out myself.
So just being queer is gay.
Yeah, we stupid.
Hey,
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just,
Lord.
And Gabe
I'm
is
just
be
being,
happy.
let me
all
get
of
the
it
show
he's
back.
saying.
I like to
Gabe
welcome
be
y'all to the last episode of Two Cigars and a Blunt.
Yeah,
We
man,
had a
reel it
good
back.
time. I had a great time for the year I was on here. Thank you very much for
Thanks,
having me.
Tim.
Yeah, but we had to figure
Thanks,
it out.
Mr.
Hey,
In the ass.
I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back. Me reel it in. Me reel it in. Now
Yeah,
we
answer
gonna
that question.
we were really in, man, because I saw this and I want us to talk about this. And this video is 2 minutes long, my brothers. And if you
Bring
don't
this shit
know,
back up.
it's crazy. It's crazy. No, we off religion because y'all hit all the topics. Y'all say everything that I think people need to hear. And just like I said before, these are our opinions. You know, everybody have their own opinion, but these are ours, and these are how we look at the world.
It might
You
be
may look at
opinions,
it different.
but fact based.
Yeah. That's right. You may look at it different from what we look at it, but these are our opinions. But now I saw this, man, and they're about to. I think these brothers, and I say this literally, these brothers gonna get what? Probation.
A major development for the Menendez brothers. The Los Angeles district attorney has recommended they be resentenced to 50 years to life, which would allow their immediate release from prison. They're currently serving a life sentence for the 1989 murders of their parents. Here's ABC Morgan Norwood.
After 3 decades behind bars, the Menendez brothers one step closer to freedom. Prosecutors recommending a resentencing for the men for the 1989 murder of their parents.
We're going to recommend to the court that the life without the possibility of parole be removed.
The decision now heads to a judge who will make a final recommendation about Eric and Lyle's fate. And the road to a potential release comes amid new evidence, including sexual abuse allegations by a former member of the boy band Menudo, who says the brothers' father, Jose, raped him in the 1980s, along with the newly discovered letter Eric wrote to his cousin describing his father's alleged abuse months before the murders.
I have never once doubted Eric and Lyle. I've believed them. The new evidence that has come out just continues to support our belief. We've been fighting for them from the beginning.
Eric and Lyle, 18 and 21 at the time, admitted to buying shotguns and firing 16 rounds at their parents inside their Beverly Hills home. Their first trial ending in a hung jury, the second with them sentenced to life without parole. The brothers' lawyer now declaring a stunning victory.
All of these family members will uniformly ask one thing, which is bring them home, bring them home.
But Kitty Menendez's 90-year-old brother Milton disagrees, releasing a statement Thursday saying the evidence remains overwhelmingly clear. The punishment fits the heinous crime.
We're not letting them off. Okay, first of all, I have to be very clear. Those were brutal murders.
And their family, along with their attorneys, say the brothers are different now. Both married, both active students, and it could take more than a month before the judge takes up this case. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
And the reason why I break this up, man, because what's the brother? I think he was in Ohio that they said he was innocent, and they actually still electrocuted him. I don't think.
Yeah, the guy last week. Yeah, I don't remember his name right now.
I can't remember his name either. But hopefully somebody, if y'all could, I think it was in Ohio. The brother, they say it was innocent, but they still electrocuted him. But I don't know. Did California reinstated the death penalty, or have they got rid of it?
No, they still don't have it.
Okay, then. So my question to the panel, I'm coming to you first on Conspiracy Brothers. This. What are your thoughts on hearing that the Menendez brothers may be granted parole after serving 35 years for killing their parents?
They killed their parents. They planned to kill their parents. So they premeditated killing their parents. Regardless, they got plenty of people who've been sexually molested, sexually abused, bullied. Like, if anybody's in jail for anything where they've been harmed by somebody else that they killed, they got the case now. So this is about to open up a whole can of worms for thousands of people who are in jail because somebody did something to them and they killed them in retaliation for it. Their asses need to stand. They did the crime, period. You know what I'm saying? I thought they were, when I heard about this, I thought they were like 14, 15-year-olds. These is grown ass men.
Grown adults.
That's what I'm saying. They chose to make this decision after they found out they wasn't getting no money in the will. Because up until they thought they were getting money, they were fine with it.
Yeah.
So when they found out they wasn't getting no money, now we got to kill these motherfuckers and get this money and go party.
I got you.
So to me, they actually need to stay in jail.
I got you. Get in there, Pharaoh.
Or let everybody else out who got circumstances anywhere like that.
I got you. Get in
I'm
there,
going to
Pharaoh.
extend it because I agree with them. Those jokers shot my man in the back of the head, decapitated him. That's how close they shot this dude.
Right.
It's their dad. Then the mom was still breathing, and they unloaded. After they reloaded, they unloaded on her after they shot her. So stay your ass in prison.
I got you. Tim Dog.
And their brothers
First of all,
in prison
how-
right now
who
for shit
married
they
them?
didn't do.
You know how they
Somebody.
you know how people
They-
love they love, you know how they do that. They fall in love with you even though they free, but they love you in prison because you locked up. You remember the episode of Seinfeld when George fell in love with the girl that was in prison?
I
Yeah,
never
that
watched
people
that
have those
really.
fetishes.
Well, she fell in love. George fell in love with a woman that was in prison because she was in prison. Because he said, "Say, I know where she's at all times. I have to worry about her popping up at the house. She got to call me. She got to call me. So you know what I'm saying. But when she escaped, George was like, "What you doing out here?" Bad Professor probably gonna be like, Bad Professor gonna be like, man, what the hell I got to do with the goddamn story? Bad Professor, your thoughts, man.
Oh my God.
You know what, I just like the creator said, these motherfuckers premeditated this shit. They made sure they shot their mother and father 16 damn times, nearly
16,
point blank
yeah.
with a shotgun.
That's right.
You don't do that shit unless you defending your house or trying to kill some goddamn body. And the problem I have with this whole thing, I'm yelling, stop yelling. The problem I have with this whole thing is you don't hear this same type of effort when it comes to people who killed their abusers. And if y'all were being abused, why you waited until you were a fucking adult to say something about it? No, that was part of your reasoning for not going to jail.
Yeah.
That's why you wrote it a couple months before you decided to kill them. You're adults. Move out the fucking house, write a tell-all book. Your father was a wealthy financier and a wealthy producer. Write a fucking tell-all book about it. Have his ass sent to jail. You don't make the ultimate judgment in that shit. And because you two did, you deserve to be in goddamn prison the rest of your damn lives. I don't give a damn if they 50, 91 fucking 100. If they still alive, they should still be in prison.
You gotta put natural born lives. You gotta say that natural born lives.
And that's what the brothers, and that's for the brother that's 90 years old. My thing is, if the dad was the one that's abusing you, why
you killed the mother? Exactly.
Because she allowed the father to abuse him. That's what they saying.
Allowed them to abuse it because there's no proof of abuse.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's just like
they found a letter. They found this miraculous
whoop the
letter
fuck
now.
do. They also found a letter that says the fountain of youth exists. Guess what? This boy from Menudo ain't been shit since the early 80s. Go ahead, give up on your fame, dog, because even Ricky Martin shit went away like that.
And
Menudo when it happened. And I understand that there's a problem with abuse victims coming up and talking about it. We've discussed this shit ad nauseum. But the problem I have with it is now you're saying this about this dead guy who can't fucking defend himself.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to something that you say, conspiracy brother. You say that you made a great point when you said that they planned that. They knew what they was going to do. But now the court system is basically saying, oh, because you went to some classes and you're a changed person. And everybody, prison is for you to be rehabilitated. You're supposed to go and hopefully you come out better than you went in.
Right.
But they did the crime, they should do the time. Yeah, and I agree with everybody on this panel. I don't understand that when that brother, when the courts, even the prosecutor came out and say, I think this man is innocent of the crime that he's been charged with, but they still killed him. It's just a double standard.
What's the life sentence though? What's the life sentence? What was the original sentence? Life sentence.
They couldn't get their life. Life,
right,
you die
without
in
parole,
jail.
right?
Life
So
without parole.
What is life? Life could be 20 years, 25. They've been in 35.
But when they say no parole, that means you're going to be there until you die.
That's right. They had life without parole.
When they say no parole, that means you're in there till you're dead.
So now what they want to do is,
so why you got to re-sentence them then?
No,
because they're trying to give them parole now. They're trying to say that the sentence should have been life,
or life
should have been life with the possibility of
parole. Time served.
Yeah, Yeah. So basically, they're saying if you get life with the possibility of parole, 50 years, you in jail. Yeah, but the time that they say that's on your sheet.
I got that.
But you serve 35, now you got a chance to get parole.
Right.
So if the judge, because it goes to a one person judge, from what I heard and what I read, is that that judge decide
promotion.
Yeah, if he says these guys can get out, they could be paroled within less than a month. But I agree with you.
Most states have when they say life with parole, that means 25 to 35 years.
35 years. That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right. But that was crazy, man. I just want us to talk about this. But then, man, there's another crazy thing that I saw.
Wait, you gotta get Tim Dog. You ain't let Tim
Dog. Oh, I can get Tim Dog. Go ahead, Tim Dog.
No,
My bad,
you
my brother.
good.
Man, my bad. No, go ahead. Okay, my brother.
Now I did look something up while the video was playing. I'm sorry, Tim. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean to cut you off, Tim. Man, get it. No, Tim, Dog, because
all I'm saying is we got brothers in prison right now. One, I have a brother in prison for something he didn't do. He had made out a plea deal, and then the judge, a Republican judge, said, "No, fuck it, you're gonna have to serve time," even though they know that my brother didn't do it. So I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
you want to do something? You want to impress me? Do something about my brother.
You got to make sure we get Tim Dog, because you made it known before on our podcast. You remember you say you ain't asked me. You ain't asked me. You just skip over everybody. So I got to make sure we get his ass. Thank you, Pharaoh, because I don't want him over there sulking. Like
the skit of it is he's starting to lag now, so we're not gonna know when he's sulking.
That's right, though.
We just gonna think he's frozen again. But I just looked something up. I looked something up while the video was playing. I'm sorry, before we move on.
Okay.
Excuse me. If they're given parole because of their trials and because of legal costs, excuse me, they will get less money coming out of prison than they would have gone in if they had just let their mom and dad die and sold the property.
God dang. Boy.
Well, nobody said they were smart at what they did.
No, they were not. No, they were not.
That's right.
Because obviously they were dumbasses. You know?
But goddamn, Pharaoh, boy, you must be looking at my notes. Because speaking of dumbasses, these motherfuckers are dumbasses.
What appears to be an attempted insurance scam was caught on dash cam video as a driver backed into another car on a busy highway in New York.
Oh my God, what did he do?
The driver of the silver Honda cut off Ashpia Natasha, causing her to slam on the brakes. When she didn't hit them, the driver then put the car into reverse and punched the gas, crashing into her. But then the backseat passengers tried to put a covering on the back window as the driver climbed over into the front passenger seat before getting out of the car and pretending to be hurt.
I just proceeded to treat it like an accident. You know, I asked them if they were okay. We were able to exchange information. The guy in the video, he told me that the female was the driver and she doesn't speak any English. They were rushing to leave. They were like, well, we have to go pick up our baby.
Taking the videos to the police, they pretty definitively say that they've seen similar scams like this.
According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, fraudulent automobile accidents occur more frequently in urban areas where there's a greater volume of vehicles, and criminals prey upon women who are driving alone.
They blocked. You see how they blurred the people's faces out? Yeah. But the man on the street, hell no, you can't block their goddamn faces out, because we got to see these motherfuckers. That's right. I'm bringing you goddamn news break. Don't be blurring their goddamn faces out. I got to see these motherfuckers. I want y'all to see these goddamn dumb motherfuckers. Man, Professor, your thoughts.
This reminds me of something that happened here in Louisiana, in New Orleans in particular, a couple years ago. A group of people, including two attorneys, were caught doing insurance fraud by having their clients swerve in front of 18-wheelers as they were moving on the interstate in East New Orleans, where there were no cameras and very few lights on the interstate. And the only reason they got busted was because a few of the truckers had dash cams, and you can clearly see they're swerving into the truck and saying they're injured and the truck was out of control and whatever. But this is just this is why America has become so damn litigious, while insurance rates are so damn high, especially for
Hey,
car
don't speed past
insurance.
that word. Hold on a second.
Yeah. He don't drop another one on us. He try to get past us
I
on
mean,
that one.
it's so damn sad. And then gonna say that she doesn't speak English. No, she didn't want to participate in that shit.
Yeah, and you know, I didn't even have to get my question up. So, Pharaoh, I'm coming to you. Has America become the home of the scam artists?
Man, hell yeah. They scam us from India. What the hell are you talking about? Everybody gets scammed. They run around here. What is it? They got the thing now where they put the little this radio control thing by your door to get your car signal from your keys so they can start your car and drive off. You know? Yeah. What is it? You go to McDonald's or a convenience store, you got to make sure they ain't got no.
We ain't going to McDonald's. We ain't going to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right. Or a convenience store where they put a little carding on the chip reader. You got to worry about the gas station. Then you got to worry about the people coming around trying to steal your gas.
JB.
Why are you pumping gas? It's
yeah.
But the GoPro saved them because I saw the video. Because the guy, he didn't notice the GoPro until he walked up on him.
When he saw it,
that's why they were trying to speed off.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to speed off. But yeah, America's always been a big scam. It started with the Indians, the natives.
And you know, there's another part of the video. There was another a vehicle that they didn't show. Another vehicle actually drove in front of them. Then another guy actually got in that vehicle and they drove off. So, what are your thoughts on Conspiracy Brother on that video?
Yeah, it's a bunch of scams. And when you speak about that other, the burgundy one, they got another video of that vehicle in another accident in the same area doing the same shit.
Yeah.
So shit. Man, sometimes I wonder if they like paying people to do this shit to sell shit.
Oh my God, man. Yo, I spelled that shit right too, though.
Yeah. That's crazy. Tim Dog, get in
to sell these cameras and shit and jack up insurance rates.
That's true too. But I think these guys, they've been doing it so long. Like they say, they thought the woman was going to hit them in the back, but she pulled up short. And if you saw, they just ran because who's to say? Because
you know, pulled up short.
Yeah, she pulled up short because everybody.
That was a joke. I was gonna go there, but I was like, I'm leaving alone.
Because everybody know if you hit somebody in the back, whether they slam on the brakes or not, you probably gonna be liable because they probably say, "Hey, you was too close to the vehicle," even though they hit on brakes. Yeah, you still gonna be liable. But Tim Dog, your thoughts on that video?
Man, I want to see the video when he realized that GoPro was up there.
Oh no, you should have saw him.
He walked up here like shit.
He grabbed the keys. Oh shit.
Yeah. That's why whenever somebody swerves in front of me, no matter how fast or aggressively I'm driving, I always change lanes. It doesn't matter. Or I slow down the second they get in front of me because you can see the shit coming.
That's right. Yeah. You can see it coming, man. And that happened on the Belt Parkway, JB, New York City. That was in New York City. But like they say in the video,
I be wanting to do that shit sometimes. Those motherfuckers who be doing dumb shit. Like I just want to cut them up off and slam on the brakes. But I know it's that ain't right.
I used to brake check people that got up behind me if I'm doing faster than the speed limit. But then my wife reminded me how stupid that was.
Yeah, so because you know what you say, my professor. I want to do that too, but my bad luck. Knowing me, they flip my damn car over there. I'm in the damn wheelchair. Right. Yeah. My dumb ass.
My thing is I try to swap paint as I'm passing and I keep it moving.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give everybody a little advice on what I do when I have a tailgater on my back. I take my foot off the accelerator and see how slow they willing to go.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good at that. But I thought
I've on the interstate before. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, we talked about some serious subjects, man. I thought we'd have a little lighthearted to close out our show. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you everybody for commenting. Hey, y'all just don't know. When y'all comment, y'all make our show even better. But before we go, we always like to give you something to think about, something funny, or some of y'all say, man, what the fuck Tim Dog is talking about. So Tim Dog, what you got for the people before we go?
I just got a couple things to say. Man who goes to sleep with a problem on hand wakes up with the answer on his stomach. Man who goes to bed.
Oh shit, you still talking?
Man who goes to bed with an itchy butt wakes up with smelly fingers. You know, we all need to learn to masturbate. It comes in handy. That's it.
Nope.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be
What the
medicated.
fuck wrong with you? Why you got to add that? Fuck wrong with you?
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna
See,
find
I
it.
thought this shit was going poignant, and then he did that swerve about masturbation and shit.
I know.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, it comes in
man.
handy.
Put the finger up his
Yeah.
butt.
Yeah,
I'm more tired than I thought. If that
Yeah, I thought Farrell was the one that give you
sex
like,
advice.
sex advice. But Tim Dog
Oh,
tried
that
to
ain't
take
no
Farrell's
sex
spot.
advice.
Hell yeah, it's sex when you by yourself. Shit, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
My younger days, me and my hand was best friends. Shit.
You need some milk.
What'd you say? You need some Filipino breast milk?
No, Cambodian.
Oh, that's what it is. Breast milk.
Bad Professor,
You
what you got for the people before we
Y'all,
go,
my
my
brother, y'all making me do it again.
brother? Go ahead, Bad Professor. What you got for the people before we
But
go?
see, I'll get serious then. James Baldwin said, I imagine one of the reasons people cling to their hate so stubbornly is because they sense once hate is gone, they'll be forced to deal with the pain.
Damn, I like that, boy. Boy, I got to get my bomb working. Let me see if I get in a sign on anything.
I heard you press it.
I heard the end of it.
Damn.
Nothing.
I'm a
Sound-
record.
sound
I'm a record a bomb for you, dog.
It
I'm a
just-
record
it
one
sounds
for
like
you.
wind blowing.
Sure did.
I
Or
think-
a Tim Burp.
Yo, Tim Burp. Yeah.
Somebody
yeah.
yanking the wrinkles out their shirt. Oof.
Hey, and like my man Alvin say, Big Abby, hey, he needs some milk. Tim Dog needs
Shut
some
up.
milk.
I already got mine. Coconut.
Oh, goodness. Pharaoh King, what you got for the people before we go, man?
All right, this is for your friends. Never refriend someone that has tried to destroy your character, money, or relationship. A snake only sheds its skin to become a bigger snake.
God damn, I like that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I had the bomb
Had a
for that
good
one.
one, yeah.
Boy. But God damn, Pharaoh, I like that one too. Conspiracy Brother, aka the creator tonight. I don't know who he's gonna be next week. The motherfucker was the alchemist. Now he's the creator. Did we
There
talk
go
about
a
Tim?
bomb.
There we go, burping into the mic.
I said, excuse me. I said,
Got you, my brother.
Ain't no
The
excuse
creator,
for that shit.
aka Conspiracy Brother. What you got for the people before we
Bro,
go?
stop drinking the Alka-Seltzer before the show.
Yes, right.
Hush.
Oh man, I don't think I got anything this love leaving, man. So sleep easy. That's all I got for you. Sleep easy, man.
I got you, my brother. I
I'm-
got you. I got you. Hey, all I got is, man, I think this month is what Cancer Awareness Month. I think this is what Cancer Awareness Month. You know, that's why everything is pink. That's why, you know, women out there, men out there, make sure you go get yourself checked. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, and I'm speaking from the heart. My mom died of cancer, and you know, she probably could have lived longer if she had went to the doctor regularly to get checked. You know, so she didn't die of breast cancer, but she died of a form of cancer. So we always say this on this show: if you feel as though that you're ill or something's wrong with you, or if you just cough wrong, go get yourself checked. And being that, you know, I have some friends that have survived from breast cancer. You know, it's a serious topic. So the fellas, I'm speaking for us on this part. Women, I'm talking particularly to women. Go out there and get yourself checked, because we need y'all more than y'all need us. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I ain't having
I could
sex
be
with
wrong.
you.
This guy.
I'm trying to be serious. This motherfucker right here, though.
Well, I mean, I say that as a
that
cancer
is
survivor
serious.
myself.
Yeah.
So see, he could say it. God damn.
Yeah.
We need y'all
like.
ladies.
We need y'all. But, ladies and gentlemen, oh man, like I said this earlier. Thank you for tuning in. But before we go,
got to tell.
before we go, Tim Dog, shout out your social so that people can follow you.
I won't say shit.
Man, fuck y'all. Father's Love 99 Instagram. There you go.
All right.
Almost forgot.
Pharaoh King, shout out your social so people follow you.
Hey, that King Facebook, King Ryan Facebook. I don't know why my comments are not coming up. I have some people that's been commenting, but they're not showing up. So
see,
yeah, I got you, my brother.
We need to rework that.
Yeah, we get it because we need all the comments we could get. Math Professor, shout out to social people can follow you.
You just find me. I can't find my finger on the thing. It's right there. The Mad Professor .1, YouTube and Instagram. Yeah, that Instagram. That's the one.
Okay, my brother, aka the creator, also known as Conspiracy Brother, also known as the Alchemist. Shout out your social so people can follow
you. Soul expression, right there. Oh, wrong way.
You got it.
Oh, and just type it in somewhere, man. It'll be that shit.
That's right.
Sure,
and of course, you can find me, the man on the street at the Audacity Podcast on YouTube. Also, Creative Expressions Canvas on YouTube. That's my AI channel. I keep calling it out. I ain't put shit on there in about 6 months. I'm like the Mad Professor. I mean a rep.
Yeah, bro.
I need to do. Oh, Betty.
And like Pharaoh King, I'm
about to say,
doing better than Pharaoh.
I didn't mean to call you out, but I
no, it's
say
good,
Pharaoh.
bro. I've been lazy. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm more like Pharaoh. I ain't put shit on there yet. You know what I'm saying? But ladies and gentlemen, also you can find us every Wednesday night at the Better Than Said Sports Podcast. All we do is talk sports. We have special guests. So if you want to be a special guest on our sports show, hey, drop us a goddamn email. You know, drop us an email and you could be a special guest. You know, we had Yachty Man. You know, we had the Shatta. He done changed his name to Shatta. You know, he came on and he represented. We had a good time with him. But ladies and gentlemen, the show's not over. Oh no, we got an after show. We got an after show called Ashed Out. If you haven't been here for our last couple of after shows, you missed out. Oh, you missed out. Oh, we be talking about whatever.
From if we're gonna do it like we did last week. I'm hot.
That's right. That's right. Because everybody on the panel gets to talk about what they want to talk about. When you listen to Two Cigars and a Blunt, we have a set format. But come to the after show, that's when the chains are off. I shouldn't say chains because we all black, man. I got to come with something else to that shit.
You said it right. We free.
You can say either off the chain or off the chart.
Off the chains are off the chart. But make sure you come back
for
our after show because we don't know where the show's going to go. Also, shout out to Miss Paula P from Talk Shit with P. She went down to Baltimore and she had a good time down there. I haven't seen the video, Miss Paula. You need to post those videos so you can see how you interact with the people up there with the at the podcast festival. I could be saying it wrong. What you got down with, but we want to shout her out. Club. Yeah, you know, we want to shout her out. Usually she's on this podcast as well. So if you get a chance, you want to follow Talk Shit with P, Miss Paula. And with that, my brothers, I am the man on the street.
Pharaoh King.
Tim Dog from Be More Careful.
The Mad Professor feeling not so mad in the booth.
We're gonna find out why.
Yes, right.
Oh yeah.
The creator. Your ancestors' favorite.
That's right. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all come back for the after show. And with that, we are out. Peace. See y'all in about 5 or 10 minutes. Peace out.